This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Nafi yantuche enkomo and KERM then chassis and find chassis
442 ranking and
almost among for dra
almost criteria almost set in a crown and I was under share as in Tiasini Papa. Almost based on the last 12 months, your ability as a coach and what you've achieved in the last 12 months, taking into account the resources available. In the last 12 months, the Evena Pep Guardiola Beja Carlo Ancelotti. You know, Evena Pep Beja Carlo Ancelotti. And I think their criteria, Oman Timmy and to the right criteria and come set here on between their back. The list of coaches no more, you know. I think for no multi, and yet, coach, you share ball as in your yard, and I send the coaches no coaching your yard. On my point, and I say in the last 12 months, when you coach our performance, let us say, taking into account the resources available and your ability as a coach. Until you share Pep Guardiola, Carlo Ancelotti, Jurgen Klopp, Antonio Conte. I think that in the last 12 months, Carlo Ancelotti should be the number one compared to Pep Guardiola because of what he's been able to achieve in the Champions League and then the Spanish La Liga now. That is enough to Pep Guardiola, you know, or no the Premier League and if you are looking at the resources available, they have that resources available to the two. And in terms of ability, Carlo Ancelotti have shown time and again, say he's ahead of Pep. Until I think so, criteria, and the best of criteria to judge the coaches now. You know what they buy. Maybe I just say Kudi and Jose. You know, be more question power. Jose 35. All because of the Conference League. I think.
And the only shows that the criteria is good, but the implication the application of the criteria for me is wrong. Because judge coaches are resources available to them, yes. No an achievement. What I say? In terms criteria, no more setting them feels that it's okay. But who setting this criteria? Now the Pep Beja Ancelotti and I just want to apply criteria no one because resources be Ancelotti one. If you could Guardiola was saying sir. What I say? So I agree with you. It should have been Carlo Ancelotti within those 12 months. I'm still surprised this City thing. Ballon d'Or nominations no munya bebre. Eventually, City becomes the club of the year. Now, is somebody somewhere sponsoring some people to make City look good on paper?
No,
more
people,
than they are.
No, Zevanko. People love their brand of football. People love their brand of football. They look at the attacking phase of the game. Very few people, and they look at as mostly the neutrals, and then against supporters in your phone, and the ties support to the most defensive sides. And you have Pep and the free-flowing football with that champagne football, Obiape, very dominant. Look at the passing range, look at the precision on the games are open. Into Obia Pep ball and Yamian Ukraine, what TV now here, you know, when it's now console say you are watching football or go all out, and people love him for that. He has been consistent for a very long time and was changing the face of the Premier League, whether you like it or not. In the era of Pep, everybody is going the attacking way. Obia caught the passing way. That was not the Premier League. It was a typical, effective, direct football and Obiabo. But in the era of Pep, look at the coaches that have been assembled in the Premier League and share the brand of football or mobile. Into be a Pep game, no, and into maybe a general. And be a Pep. Tin Antonio Cassano here say, even in Italy, Omunina person free the defensive phase, ebe de Guardiola Simo. Everybody want to play like Pep Guardiola. And the brand of football and it's accepted everywhere. Obia Pep, very few people. And then ball about the attackers are watching all a account. He doesn't adapt and adjust to any style. Or don't make sure so obey adjusted to a style. That is Pep Guardiola, and people love him for that. Games because and you know a lot of big games coming up tonight. So of course Spanish La Liga, Real Madrid were ball against Elche. And so the Madrid for now in the last week and their level of consistency. You don't need the magicians or mobile against a team that is last in the La Liga. No, Elche for the bebre. The likes of Palacios Mube prevent Karim Benzema say after getting the 2 goals no. On team inside Shebiu. Raul Gutimo will work in midfield to stop the free flowing Tony Cruz, and the rise of Pierre Miller will work out to make sure to also be destabilizing that the defensive pair of Eder Militao and David Alaba. But so watch Madrid team now watch Elche more they born in Sweden this particular season. And it will be some more at home there. Or more better or more better me. Carlo Ancelotti will love to rotate his side just to give opportunity to other players now. Or when they be in the Classico, they be moving so be enough rest for the big game that will be coming up weekend. But you know, Madrid, Karim Benzema, the Ballon d'Or now according so the Romu Elche dia. What do you expect? You expect Real Madrid some being a very good results. The 3 match 1 points they are stick and you tip them to win against my friend Elche. Now to the Premier League. Games near Barcelona, you have Chelsea playing against Brentford at the Brentford Park. Nancy Brentford, so the acquire Newcastle fast to discipline Oma. No be enemy so Oma back. But so Omo against Brighton. Obun say Oma Saba back and Thomas Frank is one coacher from last season the best this season. Oh yeah, Juma pa. Acquire our first one 3 guys no more front no. See boy Jumano. And when you are playing against Brentford, Musa be mu watch there, but be any ne kono either the 3 guys no more up front no. You talk about Avan Tony, Oka, Brian Wembo, and then you are talking about Yoni Wisa. These are the 3 guys. Chelsea defense, whoever Obebono, Koulibaly by the name Koye. But in the last few games, so he game no Obona, who are picky pieces no. Chelsea are considered 1 in the last 5 games. It really tells you the kind of worker. Graham Potter put on Wachiro, Ambani Metimi Koye. The last game, boy against Aston Villa no. Chelsea are from Muani Totroto. Ya babetna no ne ebo abrante fe ne kepa abaso se modibo boni pon no genua ne modibo ne so ani. And if Chelsea want to go places, one person will goalkeeper there be your bear man of the match, there be a goalkeeper bear man of the match. You love to make sure Obama goes nako. You love to have a watertight defense, looking at the personalities and the players available. And in the scheme a Graham Potter etimi ahyehyɛ no enti genua Chelsea were adwumaya 3 guys no mo ani mu no kwan na wo so mo make sure say omo be working to stop them from so omo betimi ahye goals no. So omo yes adwuma no dia. Brentford Park is a very difficult ground for the big boys from last season this season. But with Chelsea, Genoa, omo everything right. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Armando Broja, Messi Mount, Kai Havertz, guys no more front to be a bomardin. And I think Chelsea were the right personnel at Genoa. Omo benya that good results no every Brentford game. It will be very difficult. Chelsea enyana for 4-4, but I take Chelsea to win that particular game. Liverpool against West Ham. So watch your West Ham United almost season they shall share the name Koye cry. Almost spending 151 million pounds, but still name Koye. But so watch your against Southampton, watch your against Wolves, watch your against Fulham, Ubons at least. Last 2 games no more 6 points and against Southampton no more draw. Until gradually David Moyes says the team don players na to omo ase Tiro Kera gradually he's building up. Aaron Creswell by the last game him and so check Dawson and Abrantie Fen Kezuma omo build a partnership last season be anyone who be see this season. Thomas Tuchel and then Declan Rice very consistent pivot in the Premier League. Lucas Paqueta so actually the last 2 games gradually he's picking up as a number 10 and Gerald Bodwin has always been available. Pablo Fernandes, the last game, Lucas Kamaka Nebae, but this is a game they will need Michel Antonio in attack because Liverpool defense ni game boy against Manchester City, especially Joe Gomez and Van Dijk no or no na who ordinary the power no betimi and they are forcing the way through the defense. Pablo Fernandes and Gerald Bodwin will make sure said the fullbacks the James Mona saw my that solidity against Manchester City. But so West Ham your team almost be until Liverpool will love to go all out. But Aaron Creswell and also making sure say Salah fan into my perfradia, then there should be a plan to stop Abrantie FN Mo Salah and Diego Jota. Unfortunately for Jota, but Roberto Firmino is back. He's on form. Darwin Núñez gradually is picking up. Omomit for Nana and Senko, Fabinho are stabilizing in the last game. Amanimetim Yakuye. West Ham is free flowing. They are likely to score. But Michelle Liverpool team they say game no moving against Manchester City no redemption and there's no way they will go back. You know, I tip Liverpool say in as much as West Ham betcha no omo betimi a win the game no ewo Anfield. This season games na I middle and big games no apart from beating a team your friend Manchester City no I did the Liverpool kakra so omo against Newcastle United omo brepa in the final minutes as omo timi ahye so omo against Crystal Palace as na net here sa na obi hu against West Ham United. But with this I tip Liverpool to win in this particular encounter. Manchester United big game ball against Antonio Conte's Tottenham Hotspur. Now Washington United last season almost dispatched Tottenham Hotspur home and away. But this is a Tottenham Hotspur side. So we games no more bowling now. The only game omo lose no a game omo boy against Arsenal. The London derby omo boy Arsenal itimi omo after Emerson Royal enya that red card. Omo say be against Manchester United. United and see omo against Newcastle United. And so her ball omo boy against Newcastle United, especially in that last 20 minutes now. No one said the presence of Marcus Rashford no add a lot to their setup. Conte di obianim say big game we say a kwan obefa to achi the team no. Ivan Perisic amol last game ni bi against Everton, but he's likely to back. Emerson Royal after the red card will be back ahead of Emma Diohoti no bench. And defense Lenglet wacha say the ni rerem kakra. So Lenglet, Romero and Eric Dyer and in midfield because Antonio Conte be ye ni team ne say on team in sha on so Manchester United in sha no Richarlison ni ho Dejan Kulusevski ni ho into the midfield no be na yet thick. So Emerson Royal, Ivan Perisic, Elvis Busamwa no aboho bi and then Rodrigo Bentancur into ompe eye attacking bia and as ompe obi a obebo as a playmaker bia o man midfield na thick. Celebea omo betimi a combat the likes of Christian Eriksen and then Bruno Fernandes in midfield. No major son you mean and then a Hurricane Affront. And you ever heard the tester this attack na ebetimi e the Manchester United defense of a Luke Shaw because Luke Shaw so bad the last game no. You know you who say Luke Shaw so the idea different in about the United team no. Diego Dalot has 17 position no. Varane and then Abrante Freno, Lisandro Martinez Omo pair no have been very solid and midfield. Casemiro abandoned in the last 2 games and Obia who do the Abba in midfield. McTominay Abba, but I think it's likely to coach in the best start Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes, Christian Eriksen is likely to start because on a fully fit. Up front to January, yeah, she said the coach in Besiako. Anthony Best maintain a position you are right. But will Ronaldo start because last season Ronaldo had a very good game against Tottenham Hotspur. But so the last game against Newcastle United, who so you Ronaldo from Rashford by no, and any more So in this game, obey depending on the history, the last game, Omo boy, no one started Ronaldo, and now so Obama Marcus Rashford and Jadon Sancho, Ejirani more alongside Antoniana. That is another key decision. Coach no, and so ebetimi ateki. The last game no you Ronaldo from no, now Ronaldo and you're happy, but you know. At this particular time, results matter because gradually United are clambo. So actually top table now, Manchester ba Chelsea gradually almost kakra omo edin and omo top. Liverpool so winning against Manchester City. Almost omo Arsenal mua. But I think this is the right time almost beat me at take a game no on no almost so team a very good results. Conte will come very thick in midfield. United will go all out. And watch United and Tottenham games are mostly United will upper hand against Tottenham Hotspur. But with the setup you know, I think Tottenham Hotspur may not draw in this particular game.
Okay. Manchester United star Mason Greenwood will be released from jail today after being granted bail as he faces charges of attempted rape, assault, uncontrolling and coercing behavior. And also the economy. Franco Naro.
Boy, we did the
Oh, yes.
Very good player.
Yeah.
Only feel for the moon. Now even on call tournament, only fold in the kunya asem. And they are 2 mobile. Inti kese ye lesson the man. But on to mention also. Okay, videos in the pictures in the bar Montana. Okay, be a mana ya neti. The sad thing is, as he speak, he still has a contract with United. They are paying him week in, week out.
Okay,
but Oguso battle the legal stuff. A bit unfortunate. General
coach, we are Ochre guy say there. Ade. Masa enye banchia abonyina ena ye de wofufu anafi esmo kika yen no
working. You know, not much to say. I'm only sad for N'Golo Kante France for ahead of this World Cup they are struggling because common midfield no cap or Pogba no cap N'Golo Kante, but clearly Pogba de Bia no Tumiaba, but N'Golo Kante is going to miss it. Chomenino Asha say left here up in Madrid, so you are sure that they can have a replacement. Yeah, now almost strikers, but this is one tournament ahead of the tournament. Ujitum say France, at least Benzema and then Kylian Mbappe. Normally France were very good team, but we will not be number 9 at Naeding. But if Olivier Giroud is still there, you have Benzema, you have Kylian Mbappe. I'm sure they don't have a problem. Then you have Antoine Griezmann. He plays well in the national team as compared to club level currently. But I'm sad for N'Golo Kante because injuries. Not the best of N'Golo Kante. And they can say N'Golo by Chelsea no. The seasons be dino. On shut that more consistent performance throughout the season. The number of hits due to injury. Chelsea will miss him, but then I'll be to me. You know, games in the Barcelona day. I think they're big games.
There's our 2 players in the team no one season where Beji League.
N'Golo Kante
and Reece James.
Reece James. A so sad injury is getting because Reece James apparently.
I'm telling you.
Champions League semi-final then Kabejiatum.
Me say.
Okay, someone to coach.
But minimum they can be baby, baby original. Saying N'Golo ne Reece or Beji League. But I still think that.
No, we say quite fast why did G Champions League. Yeah. Okay. NARO and KERM should make their intentions very clear to us on Arsenal once and for all. We don't want it like we don't want it to be like when the league will be coming to an end and they will come and predict again. Prediction is done only once. Prediction is done only once. Are you listening? Prediction is done only once.
But has somebody come out to say some chances?
Sir, stop asking them their intention about Arsenal's position on the league. Log anytime they perform well, because they've already done it. There's Brighton, Aboseokai, Presbyterian Church.
But you know, maybe before Sir Franco, Arsenal, they have not taken any entrenched position on Arsenal. Sir Franco said, almost share Liverpool or catch Liverpool more the ball of him. I insisted that Arsenal baby or Madrono General, or Matra Mampamericano, or Matra Yenyomuni, Yenyomuni. No, maybe shall say Jomudi after Leicester City. Because Arsenal need in the game be almost an better crank and no. But look at them against Tottenham Hotspur. Look at them against Liverpool. First rank Liverpool game come to me when that. Until even the game that they lost to Manchester United, check their level of performance. Until me Arsenal there, Obi or doubt or one in count. And I've said it. Say Granit Xhaka and Thomas Partey fit. The only problem they say they don't have a leader at the back. Gabriel Timi yes Ejumano. And they don't have depth. So more Van Dijk and more Thiago Silva be in their defense. I know Arsenal can league no make us unbeaten yaje. But and they as a Partey Kopra, Lunkunga neba. Se Xhaka Kopra, Lunkunga neba. Se Jesus Kopra, Edinketia neba. These players don't give promise and you know they don't show personality in 12 games. But omu team no more than they they've shown enough to anybody. I also do omu say Arsenal are in smooth ride.
Franco NARO.
General. Baby Abrante and DBA and the
okay.
Say prediction is done only once.
Yes.
Until it stays there.
Yeah.
At the end of the
season.
season.
Say, me should could drew point B and Sana. Me them.
Now this is for money boo.
Also motor for.
Yeah, we did this prediction at the beginning of the season, okay. And I've not changed my mind.
Until men yourself was
why this morning? Prediction is done once. Because I may say me a drew say. Arsenal me feel my qualify me babeka, but my dream is say omun to me. I've not changed my mind.
Okay, do we concede? Say, the kind you know.
Every day say there, Medin true, and I say them prediction and memoir. I'll come and say until I say that my predictions remains what it is.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to come here. Now, it's Arsenal for us to cross on both. Maybe some people.
All right.
Now there.
Yeah,
Doko. Yes, sir. They say what team 4 points.
Simple.
The interesting thing is that Obianya could do in Casa and Bejele.
Maybe go in the Omayeda.
I say we knew into the lawyer Osepo Kunin Crawford. We have right. All right. General, I don't have much to say. Weekly games, you know.
Okay.
I think that the biggest game for me is Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester United. I'm not too sure if Christian Eriksen is fit now and is going to be back. McTominay has returned, and then Spurs problem here, Richarlison and Kulusevski. I think the two are still out. Traditionally, Tottenham Hotspur is a team I want to me United. In fact, in their history, Omuni team Ashana Dodopa Manchester United. And the last 3 games have been positive for United. We ever be the 4th time to say around 2010. United the 2 now. I'm sure then a lot will go into this game. Antonio Conte is a super manager, and how they manage the game in game now management is so important in determining who wins. But then Anopai na and Riam baby I say the eventually Tyson Fury. Essay on Derek Chisora. As are the trilogy. In fact, I might go to the stand there. The bout to be coming on in.
So I'm going to muscle.
Yes,
the emphasis.
That's right. Because honestly, not me. Because normally, your common say one box have been your trilogy twice. I think it was going to be the second time BBC. But Chisola is unaware. But the speculations are all over. Maybe that is what the fans are now asking for.
Yeah.
Until build it up. No one say no fans and the power. Maybe they'll give to them. But Derek Chisora will not be about for Tyson Fury. He wouldn't.
Okay.
2 times in our day.
Oh, yes, sure. I'm on for a pesa fight, you know. Actually, Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury.
And until I make us say, maybe once they have started speculations, and say, how our fans, ever react. Very soon you'll get a pool. But I'm sure that Derek Chisora and Nishi, the Uncle pay unification bout. So clearly, Tyson Fury, Usyk will be more attractive than any bout now.
All right.
Tyson Fury Usyk will be more attractive because unification bout here and anything.